In graph 20.6, we illustrated how outsourcing of labor by firms in high-wage countries can cause wages to equalize across countries. Under outsourcing, firms move their operation to low-wage countries in order to hire lower-wage workers. A second way in which labor can be traded across regions or countries is for labor rather than firms to move. We'll analyze this here. We'll assume again that the U.S. is the high-wage country, where the U.S. demand for labor and the U.S. supply for labor cross at the wage W U.S. We'll also assume again that India is the low-wage country, where the demand for labor by Indian firms crosses the supply for labor by Indian workers at the wage W I. A migration of labor from India to the United States will then cause downward pressure on wages in the United States, with the quantity of labor demanded by U.S. firms increasing and the quantity supplied by U.S. workers decreasing. Workers leaving India will cause upward pressure on wages in India, and workers from India will have an incentive to continue to migrate so long as wages differ. Thus, wages will ultimately be equalized across the two countries, assuming that workers are equally productive. At the new wage W star, the quantity of labor supplied by Indian workers will increase, whereas the quantity demanded by Indian firms will decrease. The equalization of wages across the countries is happening because Indian workers are migrating to the United States, therefore increasing supply of labor in the U.S. market, while they are leaving India and thus decreasing supply of labor in the Indian market. At the new wage W star, Indian workers are willing to supply more labor than Indian firms are willing to hire. The difference between the quantity of labor supplied by Indian workers and the quantity of labor demanded by Indian firms is the number of workers that are immigrating to the United States. Similarly, in the U.S. market in panel A, there's a difference between the amount of labor that's demanded by U.S. firms and the amount of labor that is supplied by the U.S. workers. This difference is filled by the immigrant labor from India. The economic impact on wages from migration of firms through outsourcing is therefore equal to the economic impact on wages from migration of labor through immigration. The difference is that in one case the firms are moving to India, in the other case the workers are moving to the U.S.